It is time now for week number 6 of Low Tier Mayhem season number 2, where this week we're going to be taking on Tony, coach of the Austin FC Verdeerlings. I'll give you guys a quick rundown of the team, and the battle will follow afterwards. And if you guys are enjoying the Draft League content, feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Now, both of us are currently sitting at 2 wins and 3 losses heading into this week 6 matchup, and Tony's team is fairly threatening. Aside from stuff like Cleavor, he does have his Terra Captain, his main Terra Captain, in the Meloetta, which honestly, while on paper it may not look like it might do much, but considering it's his Terra Captain, it actually can just steamroll a vast majority of my team, specifically with Terra Ground, because all my main checks to Meloetta are weak to ground, and quite honestly, Meloetta in of itself is kind of problematic. He also has a very strong defensive backbone with stuff like Galarian Weezing, Bronzong. Gastrodon to an extent can also take a few hits from certain members of my team. And then his offensive stuff all outside of Meloetta, stuff like Lucario, Cleavor, Noivern, Raichu a little bit to an extent, and Thwackey can be a slight nuisance, but not really to that extent. And Houndoom, unless he commits Houndoom to being his Terra Captain, gets completely shut down by Incineroar. So, putting that aside, the team I did build for this week, we are starting off with a Choice Scarf Terrakion. This outspeeds everything on his team, barring his own random Scarfer, but the only thing faster than Terrakion is the Noivern and the Raichu, and unless either of those are scarfed for whatever reason, I outspeed everything else on his team. Stonehenge with Close Combat hits everything on his team for good damage. Ironhead is specifically here for the Galarian Weezing. And then the last move we have here is Sacred Sword, which is basically only here to ensure I have a way of getting past boosted and already set up Iron Defense Bronzong. Outside of that though, it doesn't really do much else in the long run, so this is just my way of revenge killing Noivern and any other hard hitting attackers. Nothing much else to say in that regard. Then we have our Registeel, which is mixed defensive, but is mainly just designed here to be a way of weakening the Bronzong with a combination of Iron Defense with Body Press. It also deals with Lucario with Body Press, and is my Meloetta check, so to speak. I believe I EV'd this to like not be too a KO by like Terra Blast from Meloetta if it's not boosting. And then outside of that though, Heavy Slam is my way of dealing with the Galarian Weezing, weakening that for Terrakion, and my primary win condition this week. Then is also my Stealth Rocker for this game. Other than that though, Registeel's role is very simple. Get up rocks, and weaken down his double steals and his physically defensive mons for my actual win condition. Then we have specially defensive Incineroar, which is my go-to or my primary Meloetta check. I do get 2 KO by Terra Blast Ground, but outside of that though, it also gives me a way of hitting, taking on stuff like Noivern in a pinch. I can take a Draco Meteor from that and knock off its item, Flare Blitz to weaken the Bronzong, Parting Shot to make it easier for my Setup Sweeper to set up easier, and the last move I have here is Trailblaze. This doesn't really come up much when I was putting the team together. It was really only there to deal with the Gastrodon to a lesser extent, but I'm not really that weak to Gastrodon, so it was kind of a filler move as far as I was concerned. I didn't really think of a 4th move at the time when I finished this team to like actually slap on as a 4th move. So I just put Trailblaze on there. Maybe it comes up in like getting a speed boost and outspeeding something like some wall that I just can't think off the top of my head. So yeah, it's basically a filler move for the Trailblaze. Then we have the tried and true Slowking here, which is just physically defensive. This is the exact same set I've been running for most of the season. The only difference is, as you can see, I am running Icy Rock, and you already know what that means. So Chilly Reception out to get the momentum, slow momentum. I did forget to make this thing Relax Nature, 0 IVs and speed, but it didn't really matter because everything on Tony's team is faster than my Slowking anyway, barring the Bronzong. That aside though, this set is just fairly straightforward. If he doesn't bring the Houndoom, then everything, even the Bronzong, is taking residual damage from this Future Sight, and Scald is nice and spammable against everything that's not named Gastrodon, and to a lesser extent the Noivern. But regardless, this is just my way of dealing with checking stuff like Lucario and weakening that thing for my win condition. Then we have my actual response to the Meloetta and my Assault Vest Terra Ghost Arboliva, but basically this is just here as a means of tanking stuff like Noivern, tanking the Meloetta. I'm 100% predicting it to be Terra Ground, like most people have brought versus me, so I will get a good amount of damage back from the Giga Drain. And then I have Terra Blast Ghost. Terra Blast Ghost lets me deal with the Bronzong, another way of weakening that thing for my win condition. Alluring Voice hits the Noivern and it dissuades him from setting up, as it can confuse any Pokemon that sets up in the face of Arboliva. And then Hyper Voice is the fourth move, just a general stab move that's just also just a bit stronger against like Galarian Weezing if I need to stay in and take a hit versus that thing. And now we have the actual win condition, which is going to be our Alolan Sandslash. We're finally bringing Alolan Sandslash off the bench for the first time all season, and this felt like the matchup where it could finally do something in this game. So the only thing I contemplated for the most part was the fourth move on my Sandslash, whether it would be Iron Head or Earthquake. Earthquake does a lot more into stuff like Houndoom, into Lucario, and basically steals in general, but except for the Bronzong. But I do have knockoff for the Bronzong specifically. Other than that though, knockoff is pretty expendable as a move. I could have been Earthquake Iron Head, but I kind of wanted the means of having a way of hitting the Bronzong guaranteed. And then Triple Axle with Wide Lens gives me a 99% accurate move with all of my hits. And then Iron Head I already mentioned, but the main target for Iron Head is to ensure I can 2 KO the Weezing. And I'm able to get the Parting Shot momentum with Incineroar into my Sandslash, and I have Snow up for like at least 6 turns. I can SD up and potentially sweep in the late game. That's pretty much how I'm expecting this game to go. My main game plan: weaken stuff down with rocks, Future Sight chip damage, Scarf Terrakion, and get things in a position where I can SD up with my Sandslash and try to win the game in the late run. So that's the team for this week, and with that out of the way, let's head on over to the battle. Alright guys, here we are, week number 6. Yep, week 6 of the low tier Mayhem season number 2, taking on Tony and his Austin Verdeerlings. And he more or less brought everything I expected. He did not, no, actually no, I take that back. He brought everything I expected. The only thing I was kind of like debating was whether or not he would try to bring Gastrodon, but he did not. So we see Noivern, we see Lucario, Kleavor, Bronzong, the Galarian Weezing, and, of course, Terra Ground Meloetta, because who has not brought that thing versus me? Okay, one person. Anyway, in terms of the lead, what am I thinking he leads off with? I'm assuming he's going to try to lead off with either... The main thing I'm thinking he's leading off with is Kleavor. So what I could do, I could probably just lead Arboliva, because you can also just lead off with Noivern too, just to see what my item is immediately off rip. But yeah, I'm trying something different for this week, doing some, finally bringing Alolan Sandslash off the bench for the first time all season. Do I think it was the best idea to like leave Rabombi on the bench? Kinda, not really, because I don't really have anything to like naturally outspeed. I have to rely on my Scarf Terrakion, but it does look decent here in this matchup. So let's see. Ski Lice. It is going to be Kleavor as the lead. So I imagine he's just gonna go straight for Stone Axe and get up his Stealth Rock immediately. I am forced to Terra though, which kind of sucks. It's also the reason why I didn't want to lead up with Slowking, because he does have sharpness boosted Exorcist and whatnot and U-turn. I could have led up with Incineroar too, but that's fine. But I am going to immediately Terra here and go for Giga Drain, because he's just going to go for the Stone Axe. And for the most part, it is relatively free into my team. I could have also just let off with Registeel, like even if he did go for like close combat or whatnot. Like I would chew that. Of course, with me making this play so early on, I do have to be careful though, because this is also kind of my response to Noivern without having to rely solely on Terrakion, my Scarf Terrakion. So go for your Stone Axe. Oh, he U-turned. I'm surprised he went for U-turn. So the fact that he U-turned makes me think this is Scarf. Interesting play turn 1 to go straight for the U-turn. Boing. Okay, that is the Bronzong. I'm okay with that. Alright. But I do need this weekend for my Sandslash, so let's just go immediately for Terra Blast. I don't think he would, like, realistically, I don't think he should give me damage on this, because this, like, does so much for his team. Like, you can't body press me, because I'm already a ghost type. I'm gonna be surprised if this is the Stealth Rocker, to be perfectly honest. Regardless, this is an okay spot, because weakening this helps out my Sandslash in the late game. The other thing I do need to weaken though is going to be the Lucario. So he is going to pull a double, so he is going to go into Mellow whatever, scouting for the Terra Blast. Alright, at least I'm back to full HP, so there's that. Let's Alluring Voice, just in case he decides to call me. He's going to U-turn. Bah. Okay. Bah this. Nice damage. So now you see I'm Assault Vest. So that was cool. That was a really good play for me. Let's just go... Do I Alluring Voice again, or do I Hyper Voice this time? I kind of want a Hyper Voice, just because it gives me damage on everything. As it does, unfortunately, does land the Hurricane. No confusion. Down goes the Noivern. Beautiful. Alright, so Arboliva gets the first kill of the match. So, I'm assuming that's more or less his speed control, give or take. But like, he does have the Cleaver, which I'm assuming is Scarf. He goes Lucario. I kind of just want to stay in and Terra Blast. I don't have Earth Power, but I think I'm fine with that. I can weaken Bronzong with Incineroar. So yeah, I'd rather get damage off on this. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Defense drop. Life Orb. Okay. So, Terra Blast. Good damage. Very good damage. And I think from here, now that the grass is disappearing, that crunch makes sense because I do have, I kind of want to make a ballsy play, but I don't think it's worth it. I was thinking about going directly into Terrakion, but I don't think that's the play. Yeah, I can just go Incineroar. Yeah. I could have also went Registeel, but not really feeling that Registeel play right now. Registeel also looks really good. Okay, inner focus so I don't lower its attack. Good mid-ground play, earthquaking. Alright. I still need to keep Incineroar. So realistically speaking, do I actually let Arboliva go down here? I'm thinking if I get the terrain up, grassy terrain up for Registeel, I Iron Defense. Yeah, I think I do that. That's better for me in the long run. So he's gonna withdraw. Go into Callum. Okay. I'm fine with this too. It's not neutralizing gas, it's levitate. Let's see, which is stronger? Terra Blast or Hyper Voice? Hyper Voice is a tad bit stronger. Yeah, let's just go Hyper Voice. I'm not entirely sure if Weezing can kill me from my range of HP. It probably can. But I'm also pretty sure he should not be giving me damage on Weezing for Terrakion. Steam doesn't kill me. Get the terrain up. Beautiful. Good damage. Citrus Berry. Alright. So good to know he's not Rocky Helmet. I'll Hyper Voice again. Because, like, even if he goes in the Bronzong, who cares? Switch out. Go into Meloetta. And ideally, I think I just keep spamming Hyper Voice, right? Yeah, I'll keep spamming Hyper Voice. Alright, so I believe it's gonna go down here. Which I'm totally okay with. Alright, so we see Psychic on Meloetta and U-Turn. It could be Specs, not entirely sure. Regardless, let's go into Registeel. And let's see, what's the play? I don't think rocks do me that much here. Like, I feel like the play is to just go for Heavy Slam. So yeah. So I'm thinking this is probably Assault Vest on the Meloetta. But I don't think AV Meloetta with Psychic is the move here. Good. Good. So I know it's not Scarf. I'll Heavy Slam again. Like, this just benefits my Terrakion in the long run. Okay, grass goes away. Actually, I don't want to lose Registeel, to be perfectly honest. I feel like I go and sack Incineroar. No, Incineroar. I need Incineroar for Bronzong. Dang. Alright, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think I'll have to let Registeel go down. As much as I don't want to. Oops. Yeah, I got the damage I need on Meloetta for... I got the damage I need on Meloetta for Terrakion. So... Meloetta, KOs, Registeel. So I know it's Assault Vest. Well, I don't know it's Assault Vest for sure, but... it comes down to what the Bronzong item is now. In any case, we go Slowking. We click Scald. I'm pretty sure Meloetta can still tank Skull if it's Assault Vest. If it's not, it just straight up dies. I think he's just going to go straight directly into Bronzong. But I do need to weaken Bronzong. Because it helps out my endgame with, it helps out the endgame for my Sandslash. The main thing is, what do I try to SD on, though, is the question. Nothing? I don't think I can really SD on anything. Okay, good. He's giving me damage on Bronzong. And I got a burn. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I needed that. So that helps out the Sandslash, that helps out the Terrakion. Really, really nice. So I'll just keep scalding for a bit. Body press. I'm okay with that. I think the question comes down to whether or not the Lucario is E-Speed. Because all I've seen is Crunch and Earthquake, and I know it's Life Orb, but do I think it's worth... You know what? I'm just gonna Scald. Okay. So, Toxic Orb? Okay, that's fine. Actually, that's not fine, because I just lost my, my 5-turn, my, extended turns of terrain, of, I just lost my extender for the snow for my Sandslash. So now things are a little bit more trickier. However, I don't think I need to SD now with my Sandslash. I don't think I have to SD with Sandslash anymore. Yeah, the main thing that sucks here is I am going to... Huh, my Slowking is faster. Oh, I know why my Slowking is faster. I never made it 0 IVs. I never made it. I think it's Bold Nature. Whoops. Well, that's my bad. Okay, not gonna lie, I was hoping that would kill me. I was really hoping that would kill me. Unfortunate. So, Incineroar, KOs, Bronzong. So now I need to find an opportunity to do it again. Cause I can't do it now with I only have 2 turns of snow left. The nice thing is I actually can do it on Weezing. So that's good. I can do it on Weezing. So if he goes Weezing now, I think he should just go Lucario. Yeah, he goes into Lucario, he goes Weezing, I Chilly Reception into Sandslash, and I just attack. Yeah, I just attack what's in front of me. Like, he should just, like, Stone Axe or U-turn, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. So, Cleavor takes out Incineroar. And what does he do now? Is this the Meloetta? No, it's a Lucario. Okay. I do have one more turn of snow, if I remember correctly. I don't think it's the turn to do it, though. Actually, who am I kidding? This is probably a throw, though, if the snow goes away. Okay, it didn't. Alright, so now we click Triple Axle. Just click Triple Axle. Alright, so he's gonna withdraw. Into the wheezing. I get 3 hits. Wait, is there still one more turn left of snow? Oh, there is. Awesome. Wait. Now I just need to find a way to set myself up here. I mean, I definitely Iron Head here. The question is, what's the follow-up? Because I think now I have to change my strategy to try to win with Terrakion. Yeah, because the snow is going to end. And now he goes into Lucario. Yeah, he's definitely going to Lucario here. Oh, he went Meloetta. Okay, I think I know the play. I think the play, unfortunately, I think I have to sack off Terrakion. Because I don't think I'm winning with close combat. I could, but I don't think it's the move. It just comes down to that Cleavor, man. It comes down to Cleavor. But I think I have to do that. I'm sacking Terrakion as much as I didn't want to. Cause I'd rather get Slowking in and then Chilly Reception. I'd rather just do that. Oh, I live! Okay, that changes everything. I can well... No. I don't close combat. Actually, does it matter if I close combat or I Sacred Sword? Because no matter what, the Lucario just comes in and clicks Revenge Kills me with Bullet Punch or E-Speed anyway. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Terrakion was gonna drop to the Terra Blast. Okay, that's just me underestimating Terrakion's bulk. That's my bad. I thought for sure it was gonna drop. He can't switch into anything. He's gonna either gives me this or he gives me something else for no reason. He should just give me Meloetta, then go to Lucario and Revenge Kill me. Why is he switching? Don't tell me that's Lucario. Oh my god, it's Lucario. He thinks I'm not Scarf. Okay. Okay, I see what's happening. He thinks I'm not Scarf. He doesn't think I'm Scarf. That's the only reason why he's making this play, because he doesn't think I'm Scarf. Unfortunately for you, I am. So yeah, take me out. Take me out, buddy. He thought I was Scarf. He thought I wasn't Scarf, sorry. And now he has to bank on he hopes that my Sandslash is not he has to hope that's he's hoping that Scarf Cleavor can outspeed Sandslash and Snow. So no matter what, I Chilly Reception here always. I always chili reception here. No matter what, I chili reception. This is what I wanted, but I wanted to do it on Weezing, but he kind of caught on. Once he saw that I was Icy Rock, it like everything just fell apart. I have to chili reception. He doesn't kill me from full. Yeah, this isn't going to be enough. That's not going to be enough. And now I triple axle and I win. Alright. Your time to shine, buddy. This is your moment. Triple axle. I probably should have iron-headed, but... So help me if I lose because I missed a 99% accurate triple axle. 1. Alright! Yeah. And now he's gotta hope that his scarf cleave that I'm slower than his scarf cleave war, but I'm not. And now we click Ironhead and wrap this game up. He can't lock himself into one move takeouts. Like, he has to go for a bug move or Stone Axe. But that's not going to be enough. And that's a wrap. Ah, let's go, baby. Alolan Sandslash in its debut, 3 kills, and it's a 2-0 win. What the hell, man? Another 2-0? Oh my god. Give me a break, man. What is it with these 2-0 games, man? Can I not get any, like, traction? Every single week, man. Lose, win, lose, win, lose, win. And every game, barring against Endless, has been a 2-0. But I don't care. All things considered, the game plan was executed. Alolan Sandslash did what I was hoping it would do. I was trying to get up an SD, but didn't really matter in the end game. Yeah, we got 3 kills to Alolan Sandslash in its team debut. Great showing for the team all around. We are now 3-3 on the season. The last week of the regular season does not get any easier. We are going to be playing Amel now for week 7. And yeah, it's going to be a rough last 3 weeks of the regular season for sure as we try to push to get into the postseason. But anyway, GG again to Tony. Be sure to check out in the description down below. Check out all the codes taking part in low tier Mayhem. And we'll leave it at that, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, this is Tone, signing off for now. Peace out.